Hello everybody, my name is David Guzman. I'm one of the rangers at Harleyburg Creek State Park. My park is located between the cities of Covington and Madison, 1 hour and 30 minutes east of Atlanta off I-20. Today we're going to talk about Georgia animal footprints, how to find those footprints, and how to cast those in nature. A few months ago I was walking down the beach on Lake Rutledge and I found this really good great blue heron footprint, and I decided to cast it. Ever since I've been using this and other casts to show how real animal footprints look like, especially during our junior ranger camps at the park. So let's see some of those examples. Up in the North Georgia mountains, when you see a huge human-like footprint, it may be that of a black bear. Great blue herons footprints are very common along the banks of creeks and lakes in Georgia. Dog-like footprints in the wild may belong to foxes, coyotes, or gray wolves. Unfortunately, we don't have gray wolves in Georgia, while foxes and coyotes are not very common. I've only seen 2 foxes in 2 years working for the park. Raccoons and possums tracks are more common even in your backyard. Look at the baby-like footprint of a possum. Wild turkey and blue heron tracks are very similar. Wild turkey has 3 toes, while the blue heron has a 4th toe or a talon. If you see a heart-shaped footprint in the mud, just go around and you will see that it was a white-tailed deer track, one of the most common. Before you go on a hike, you need a few supplies for each track you're going to cast, such as a 1/4 of a cup of water, half a cup of plaster of Paris that you can find in Hobby Lobby or Walmart, a cup and a spoon, a strip of cardboard and a clip, and a pair of gloves because this activity is a little bit messy. With the cardboard and the clip, you're going to make a ring that you're going to place in the mud around the footprint once you find it. Previously, I have bagged plaster of Paris, and I suggest you to put just all these items together in a plastic bag or in a backpack before you go for a hike. Well, the key is looking for an area that is wet, maybe along a creek, close to a lake, maybe from a recent rain. Those are the best areas that give the best tracks. And right here you can find a few of them that I just spot. And it looks like these are raccoon footprints. Okay guys, so now let's get to work. I already put some plaster of Paris here. I'm gonna finish pouring the plaster of Paris and the cap. Yeah, just like this. Then I'm just gonna pour some water, and the idea is to mix these 2 things until we get a mix with the consistency of yogurt or pancake dough. So as you can see here, you see I'm trying to mix the water and the plaster of Paris. I try to also break any crumb that was inside. Yeah, and it's looking good now. Perfect. It takes just a couple of minutes, and now I'm gonna pour it. Previously I put this the ring of cardboard around the footprint, and carefully I'm gonna pour the plaster of Paris on the footprint. This is the raccoon track that we just found lately. Okay, the idea is to cover the entire footprint. Yeah, and it's gonna take like 30 or 40 minutes to dry, right? So that will give us time to continue a nice hike. Okay, after a nice hike on the trail, we went back to the place where we left the cast shoes dry, and see, hopefully it should be already dry. so we can work on it. Let's see, we're gonna take off this, and then let's see. Oh, there you go. It's right there. Of course, it's still muddy, but you can see a little bit, you know, part of the footprint, the raccoon footprint. We can wash it a little bit. So let's see how it works. There you go. Nice. Yeah. Okay, here we have our nice raccoon footprint. Very good. Mission accomplished. Well, that's it, guys. So this was our experience casting animal footprints, and this is a nice souvenir we can get from nature. So when we go for a hike on any trail, not only on the state park but also on other parks, or even in our backyard, we can do something interesting.